Good morning, it's Elaine with Elaine's Custom Cards, and today we're going to be playing with the new framed florets, and it comes with the bundle. That's a suite. Demonstrators can get it starting, I think it was October the 4th, and customers can get it, I believe, starting November the 1st. And you can get the whole suite, and it comes with the framed festive cling stamp set, the framed florets photopolymer stamp set, and the frame florets dies, and there's these dies. And I'm sure you've seen these. There's these nice ovals, and then this one cuts out the center, and this, so you get something that looks like this, and then a center in the middle. And you can get the gold adhesive backed gems, and they're flat, they're very pretty. And then the paper, the designer series paper, I'm sure you've seen this too. We'll be using this piece, but it's very beautiful. Some of the, I think it's this one here can be cut out with the dies. I'm looking forward to playing with more of these. So let's get started. This is a card we're making, and here's the envelope. This is what I did to the inside. And I've got everything cut out, and I used the quarter foil tile embossing folder to emboss my Whisper White, or Basic White. And then when I cut out this thing right here, I used the Fabulous Frames dies. I used this right here because I wanted something smaller than these two large ones. So that's what I used to cut this out. So let's get started. This piece is 5 3/8 by 4 1/8. And we're just going to glue it to the front of our, this is Soft Succulent, 8.5 by 5.5 scored at 4 1/4. So let's go ahead and glue this down. I try to do as much things off camera as I can so that my videos aren't so long. But anyway, so we'll just center that on there, just like so. Okay, and this is Evening Evergreen. This will all be on my blog, 4.5 by 3 1/4. Here's a piece of the designer series paper. This one is 4 3/8 by 3 1/8, and we're just going to glue this to the front of this piece. Just like so. Okay. Then I cut these 3 strips. This is Balmy Blue, Polished Pink, and Crushed Curry. And I made them different lengths. This one I cut at 3.5 by 1/2 inch. This one I cut at 3 and probably 1/8 by 1/2 inch. And then this one is was probably about 2 3/4 or so by 1/2 inch. And then I did the flag end with the this punch right here. The double banner punch, I think it's called. Okay, let's go ahead and glue these pieces on. So we'll start with this one. And I took it and put it very close to the edge of this, so you could just barely see the designer series paper. And I put it flush with the designer series paper so you could still see the evening evergreen. So I put that on there first. Then I took the balmy blue, same thing. Put it with a very small space between, just like so. And then the polished pink. Okay. Looks like so. Okay. It's like this. And then I took this and glued it to the, centered it on the front of my card. And I have a couple other cards I made I will show you when I'm done with this, using this same paper, designer series paper, but I used the framed Florets dies on the other two cards. So there's that. Okay, now, then I took this piece, I have this, I cut out of Evening Evergreen, and I saved the center, and then I cut another one out of Whisper White and saved the outer piece. And I stamped this with For a Special Person on a Special Day, and I used Evening Evergreen to stamp it. Stamped it right in the center and try and get it level. Okay. And then I went ahead and stamped my sentiment on the inside. Wishes for a beautiful birthday. So it could be drying. See if I can get that one straight. Okay, that looks pretty good. Now we'll close this for the time being. We'll stamp this in a little bit. We'll just let that dry. Okay, then I took this, turned it over, put that in the center like so. And then I took my dimensionals and I put them around so that they're touching the frame and this inside oval. Make sure you put one in the center. And I put quite a few on here because of the construction of it. I didn't want it just floating in there. I wanted it to touch all the sides. So I put enough to where I was pretty sure that it was stable. Just like so. And you could put a piece of tape back there to make sure that that stays together, but the dimensionals held it together. It's good. And then I kind of centered it over my little banners and made sure all the bottoms of the banners showed. Try to get it straight. That looks good. And I went ahead and took my gems. And I could have put them somewhere on the card itself, but I kind of liked them on the sentiment piece. So that's what I did. I like the way that looks. So the sentiment piece didn't look quite so blank. And you can put as many as you want on. That's just how many I put. So now let's do the inside and the envelope. So what I did with these, I took my flower and I went ahead and stamped it with polished pink. Right here in the corner. Like that. And stamp the envelope. I'm going to close this so I don't put my fingers in it. And I'm going to clean these stamps so they don't sit here and get stained. So we've done stamping those things. Okay. Now, the next thing is to take the evening evergreen. We're going to stamp the leaves. Right there. Stamp these leaves here. And then this little pretty little thing. Some more sort of kind of leaves, and we're going to use balmy blue for that. I'm just going to put that right there. Tried to make it look like it was connected. Okay. The next thing we're going to do is clean our stamps. Then I took Stampin' Blends and I used the light evening evergreen and the leaves. I don't want it to be too dark because you've got little veins you want to show. Colored that. And this one. Okay. And we'll do the same with that. Then I'll show you how to do it so it doesn't bleed through to the other side. And I took my dark, I guess I used light on that, but I'm going to use dark on this one. Balmy blue. Just to see how different it looks. So dark balmy blue. You can use the light if you want. Okay. And then the polished pink, I used the light. Because I didn't want this to be too dark. Because I wanted my little veins to show. So I used the light. Now you can add some, you know, highlighting if you want, but I didn't feel like it was really necessary because I already had the color in there. colored that. Okay. And then I took my evening evergreen and just kind of colored in the center of that flower, just like that. Okay. And I just glued this to the inside of my card. Like so. This piece is 4 7/8 by 3 5/8, I'm pretty sure. It's usually how I cut the insides. Yeah, 3 5/8 by 4 7/8. And that's your card. And the way I colored the envelope so it wouldn't bleed through is I took a piece of, this is a piece of the backing that comes in with your designer series paper. Just put that in here, just like so, right into the corner. And then I colored my flowers just the same. And by putting that piece of cardboard in there, or I don't know what you call it, I guess it's cardboard, very thin cardboard, it doesn't bleed through to the back of the envelope. Just like that. Now, like I said, these products are available now if you sign up as a demonstrator. If you want to just get them later, you can order them next month as a customer. You can go to my blog, and there's a Join Now button. And then there's another button where you can just order. If you have any questions at all, you can email me. My email is also in the down. You just go to the down arrow and you'll find all the information you need to order. And this is while supplies last, especially on the paper. I'm not sure if the other is going to be in the new catalog or not. Now you could use it lighter colors so you can see better, but these are my cards. And the other two cards I made are this one, and I used the frames, and used one of the other stamps. And for the happy birthday, I used Go To Greetings. I really like this stamp set. And I used that for the thank you as well. And then the inside is this sentiment, and I stamped and colored and then die cut that and just glued it on there. And this stamp set is Shaded Summer. May the good you do come back to you. That's this sentiment here. So these are the 3 cards I've made so far using this designer series paper. For this I used this. I'm cut this out for the frame, and then the this piece is the inside of this, and then this is the die for cutting out the flowers that I put in here. This die. And those are my cards for today. I hope you like them. Please give me a thumbs up and subscribe, and click the little bell and it will alert you to my next video. I try to do at least one a week. So I hope you have a blessed day and that you have fun stamping.